Welcome back to my channel, The Coins World. Today, we will dive deep into the story of one of the most fascinating modern Philippine coins, the 5 piso issued in 2016. At first glance, it might just look like another coin in your wallet, but behind its design, its circulation, and its symbolism lies a story that reflects the nation's heritage, leadership, and the transformation of the Philippine currency system. The 5 piso coin of 2016 belongs to the new generation currency coin series, which was introduced by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas BSP as part of a modernization effort. This was a time when the Philippines was updating its banknotes and coins to make them more durable, secure, and aligned with the country's rich culture. The 2016 issue was one of the first steps in that ambitious reform. Unlike the older 5 piso coins, which bore images of national heroes such as Emilio Aguinaldo or Andres Bonifacio, the 2016 version carried the portrait of Andres Bonifacio, the father of the Philippine Revolution, on its obverse. Bonifacio symbolized courage, determination, and the will to fight for independence, and his placement on the coin was both an honor and a reminder of the nation's struggles and triumphs. The 2016 coin was struck in nickel-plated steel, giving it a silvery appearance. This change in material was intentional, as the BSP aimed to create coins that were more resistant to corrosion, cost-effective to produce, and long-lasting in daily use. The weight and size were carefully designed to be convenient while still distinguishing the 5 piso from smaller denominations. On the reverse side of the coin, one could see the BSP seal, which represented the central bank's role in protecting the financial system of the nation. This symbol stood as a reminder that coins were not just pieces of metal, but official instruments of economic trust backed by the authority of the Republic of the Philippines. The year 2016 was also historically significant because it marked a transition period in Philippine politics. A new leadership had taken office, and the nation was entering another chapter of reforms. The release of this coin coincided with a climate of change, making it a symbol of modernization, not only in currency but also in governance. What makes the 5 piso 2016 coin especially fascinating is how it reflects the country's heritage while also sparking debates among the public. Many Filipinos noted that the new design looked too similar to other denominations, causing confusion, yet others admired its clean, modern look and the bold placement of Bonifacio, finally giving him a rightful place in the nation's daily currency. Collectors quickly took note of the 2016 issue, since it was the first year of the new generation currency coin series. Pieces from this year became a must-have for numismatists. Coins from first issues often carry historical importance because they set the tone for the entire series. In examining this coin also became part of a broader narrative of how nations use currency to shape collective memory. Just as earlier generations of coins bore images of Aguinaldo, Rizal, or Mabini, the 2016 5 piso reinforced the importance of honoring those who fought not with diplomacy but with courage on the battlefield. When we talk about history, we cannot ignore the fact that coins like the 2016 5 piso are witnesses to everyday life. They pass from hand to hand in markets, jeepneys, and sari-sari stores, connecting people across provinces and generations. Each coin carries stories of daily survival, small joys, and the constant circulation of a nation's heartbeat. Economically, the issuance of the 2016 5 piso also helped the BSP combat counterfeiting and hoarding. By redesigning coins with new materials and features, the government ensured that money remained both functional and secure. For coin enthusiasts, 2016 marked the beginning of a collecting journey that is still ongoing. Some even began hoarding these coins, anticipating that in years to come, the first release of the series would grow more valuable, especially in uncirculated condition. Interestingly, the public reaction to the coin also reflected cultural dynamics. Some citizens debated whether Bonifacio should be on paper money instead of coins, considering his stature as a revolutionary hero. Others argued that placing him on the 5 piso, a denomination widely used by ordinary people, was fitting since Bonifacio himself was a man of the masses. The 2016 5 piso also reminds us of the power of coins as teaching tools. Young students learning history could see Bonifacio's image daily and connect it to classroom lessons about the Katipunan, the 1896 revolution, and the dream of independence. From a numismatic perspective, the coin holds significance not just for its design but for being part of a larger monetary shift. Future generations will look back at the 2016 coin as the first of its kind, the forerunner of a new style in Philippine coinage. The nickel-plated steel composition also tells a story of practicality. The Philippines, like many nations, needed a cost-efficient way to produce coins while maintaining quality. The choice of materials reflects a balance between tradition and modernization. As time passes, these coins will gain more value in the collector's market. Already, some online sellers list them above face value, especially in mint condition. The first-year issue always carries an aura of rarity, and 2016's 5 Piso is no exception. But beyond monetary worth, this coin is a piece of memory. It captures 2016, a year of change, transition, and new beginnings for the nation. Coins outlive administrations, reminding us that while leaders come and go, national symbols remain. Imagine holding one decades from now. It would not just be a 5 Piso coin. It would be a time capsule, taking us back to the moment when the Philippines reshaped its currency and honored one of its bravest sons. Into the fascinating and detailed history of the Philippine 25 Sentimo coin from 1979. Though small in denomination, this coin reflects a remarkable chapter in the Philippines' economic, political, and cultural story. With 30 paragraphs ahead, you'll see how this coin is more than just loose change. It is a piece of history that continues to spark curiosity and nostalgia. The 1979-5 Sentimo coin was part of the Ang Bagong Lipunan coin series introduced during the regime of President Ferdinand Marcos. These coins carried not only monetary value but also political symbolism, reinforcing the image of the so-called new society. The Ang Bagong Lipunan slogan printed on the coin was more than just words. It was part of a nationwide campaign to project discipline, order, and national pride under martial law. Every Filipino who held the coin saw this daily reminder. The obverse of the 1979-25 Sentimo featured the image of Juan Luna, one of the greatest Filipino painters and a national hero. He is best remembered for his masterpiece Spoliarium, which won international acclaim. Luna's inclusion on the coin symbolized not only artistic genius, but also patriotism. He was an active participant in the Philippine Revolution, showing that heroes come not only from the battlefield, but also from culture and the arts. The reverse side of the coin displayed the official seal of the Republic of the Philippines, along with Republica ng Pilipinas and the year of minting, 1979. This design tied the coin to the nation's identity. Made of copper nickel, the 25 Sentimo coin had a silvery appearance. Its composition gave it durability and a pleasant shine that distinguished it from the smaller aluminum coins in circulation. The coin had a diameter of 20 millimeters and was slightly heavier than the 10 and 5 Sentimo pieces. This size made it practical for everyday transactions. In 1979, the Philippine economy was struggling, but the 25 Sentimo coin still had purchasing power. You could use it to buy small snacks, pay part of jeepney fares, or purchase household necessities. Children of that time fondly remember 25 Sentimo coins as part of their allowance. Many recall the excitement of saving enough to buy ice, drops, candies, or comic books. The 1979 issue carried a sense of optimism as it was minted during the height of Marcos' campaign to present the Philippines as a strong and orderly nation. Coins became carriers of this vision. The phrase Ang Bagong Lipunan was not just political rhetoric but a branding strategy. By printing it on coins, Marcos tied his legacy to something that touched every Filipino's hands daily. For collectors today, the 1979-5 Sentimo is a highly symbolic coin. Its historical context, combined with the portrait of Luna, makes it a centerpiece in Philippine numismatic collections, where we uncover the fascinating stories behind coins that many people overlook. Today, we are diving into the 1988 Philippine 10 Sentimo coin, a piece that might seem small in value but carries a rich history, deep symbolism, and connections to the country's evolving culture and economy. The 10 Sentimo coin is part of the Filipino currency system, where the peso is divided into 100 centavos or centimo. Even though the value of 10 Sentimo may not seem significant today, these coins have played a crucial role in everyday transactions, especially during a time when prices were much lower than they are now. The 1988 issue of the 10 Sentimo came at an interesting period in Philippine history. Just 2 years earlier, in 1986, the country had experienced the historic People Power Revolution, which brought down the regime of Ferdinand Marcos and restored democracy under President Corazon Aquino. The coin was minted during Aquino's presidency, a time when the country was reshaping its national identity. At the front of the 1988 10 Sentimo coin, you will find the portrait of Francisco Baltasar, also known as Francisco Balagtas, one of the greatest Filipino literary figures. He is celebrated as the Prince of Tagalog poets and the author of the epic Florandi at Laura, a masterpiece that reflects Filipino values, struggles, and aspirations. His presence on the coin connects literature and history with everyday life. The reverse side of the coin features the official seal of the Central Bank of the Philippines, known as Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. This emphasizes the authority of the institution responsible for monetary stability, reminding Filipinos of the importance of trust and control in the nation's financial system. The coin was made of copper nickel, giving it durability and a silvery appearance. Measuring 17 millimeters in diameter, it was small, lightweight, and practical for daily use. It may have been used to pay for jeepney fares, candies in sari-sari stores, or small household items, making it a part of everyday Filipino life in the late 1980s. Looking deeper into history, the 10 Sentimo coin represents the evolution of Philippine currency after independence. Earlier coins carried heavy Spanish and American influences, but by the time of the 1988 coin, the Philippines was proudly featuring its own national heroes, writers, and leaders. This was a powerful shift in asserting national identity. The presence of Balagtas on the coin also highlights the importance of language and culture at a time when globalization was influencing the country. Placing a Filipino writer on currency was a reminder of heritage, creativity, and resilience. The late 1980s were also a period of economic adjustment for the Philippines. After years of political turmoil, the Aquino government was working hard to stabilize the peso, control inflation, and encourage foreign investments. Small coins,